Or some of them maybe, to be honest. And I like it. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Hotel Cockerel. Happy New Year to you all. I hope that you are all well and healthy, and I wish everybody a prosperous, healthy, wealthy, joyous, full of laughter and love New Year to absolutely every single one of you. Today we have the results show for week 19, and tomorrow it's week 20 predictions. I'm glad I'm not doing a show with somebody else, because if I was to do that, I wouldn't be able to hear them. I went to the doctors this morning, and now they've given me they call it steroid spray to try and clear me up so I can hear properly again. So good job I don't have to speak to anyone. But anyway, let me say hello to a few people. Right, Graham was here earlier, but Graham's moving house today. So I wish Graham all the very best. I've privately messaged Graham over the last few days, wishing him and his family all the very best in their move. I mean, a move's stressful enough, but over the new year as well. Wow, talk about taking it up a notch. But I wish him all the very best, and hopefully he will be back tomorrow, as he says in his message. Miss Queen Ellie, she's still on voice rest, and I hope you feel better, Queen Ellie. Feliz Año Nuevo to Ian Meth. Just come on after the Rangers Celtic game, and I delayed the show by an hour so people, because I just realised that Jess was doing a watch along, and I thought to myself, let Jess do her watch along, because quite a few people were in there that come on here, and I just thought, so I'm not going to disturb it. Let her do a watch along, and as soon as the game finishes, I'll start. So I aimed for 5 o'clock. I think it finished about 3 minutes past 5, but I aimed for 5 o'clock. So I delayed it in order to let everyone continue on Jess's channel. Which I then said there, I was letting people know there. Alan was here earlier, says, hi, Jose, happy new year, my friend. Already hit the like button. Let's keep the train rolling. Good idea, good idea. Good afternoon, Adrian. Happy new year to you, sir. And like I said, smash the like button on the way in. Happy new year to you all. Mikey Romero, happy new year. All, let's start the new year right. Happy to see everyone in the chat. Smash the likes. Kuva, good afternoon, sir. Kuva says, big up all. I'm doing some advanced scouting for the JSY invasion. Fantastic. Quezali's here. He says, happy new year to everyone. Happy new year, Quez. Good afternoon, Ryan G. Happy new year to you, sir. Drula, happy new year to you, my darling. And then I've got Daz. Good afternoon, Daz. Happy new year to you. Says JSY Raid. Ed M says, afternoon all. I hope everyone is having a blessed day. Colin Simpson's here. Good. Happy new year to you, Colin. Says, afternoon, Jose, in the chat. Ian was watching Celtic and Celtic lost, but happy new year to you, Ian. Ed M says, only seen the last 10 minutes. Couldn't believe it. Says Ed M, but happy new year to you, Ed. Jesse saying, Jess Wyro, thank you, Jesse. She says, smash the lights. Peter Kagaias is here. It says, hi all, 4:09 AM in Melbourne. I left a message here earlier, and I don't think it's taken. Let me see if it's still stuck on my phone. I actually posted something earlier, which I found I thought was funny, and I posted it, but obviously it hasn't come up. Because if it come up, we would have seen it. What did I do with it? It's still there. Because if it come up, we would have seen it. Right. I'm sure that I'd sent it. Did I send it and it's not appearing on YouTube? Let me have a look. It didn't come out. Okay, so I've redone it again. Right, there we go. I've redone it again. Sorry about that. I've redone it again. Neil's here. It says, hello everyone and happy new year to you all. Really sorry, Jose, but I've only popped in to say love, etc. to all. I hope it's fantastic 25 all involved in Tottenham Hotspur's coin. I will smash the like before I go. Okay, fair enough. Happy New Year to you and your family, Adam, yeah, and yourself, mate. Look at this. It's Leo. Saludos, mi querido hermano. Happy New Year to you and yours. And you too. David Clark's here. Happy New Year to you, David Clark. Peter says he's stuck in ED. And Nita's here, says, hi, Jose and all. Look, do you know what? I've now sent this twice, right? And it's not worked. I've just sent this message twice now from my phone, and it's not worked. Let me see if why is it not coming out on it? Okay, do you know what? I'm going to have to verbalise what I was saying, right? I'm going to verbalise what I was saying. Right. As a good host, I'm going to say, we're not expecting a fire drill today. I mean an Aussie fucking takeover, like we had the other day on New Year's Eve. But if such a drill does occur, where all the Aussies do come in, then it's up to each individual to find their own exit point. I will not be held accountable. Jesse saying Happy New Year to all. Peter Kagai saying Happy New Year to all. Look at this, Smithy. Senora Thea Mialmaka, he says there, and he says no to loan moves Tottenham till he dies. Gentam's here. And he says, Happy New Year, Mr. Bossman Jose. Hope you had a nice holiday and you're feeling better. I'm on the mend. And Drewlat is saying Happy New Year all. Right, so it is the results show. The predictions for week 20 are tomorrow. I'm going to put it out there right now. I had a shocker. I had a shocker. Good afternoon, Dane. How are you, mate? Small downs to you, sir. You're the only person I say it to. Small downs to you. We're going to start like we normally do. We're going to start over at Predict the Football, which I've not looked at. I'm going to look at it now. If it comes up for me. Right, it's come up. Right, there we go. Right, and then fantasy. Here. So I will start with Predict the Prem. It's unfortunate the leaders have remained the same in fantasy football. Right, is he going to let me do it? Here we go. Present this. Share my screen. Predict the Football. There we go. Predict the Football. Graham still leads the way. He has got 160 points. So I think he's maintained his 19-point lead over Dane. But Dane's opened up a bit of a gap between him and Rob Belcher and the Sheriff. The Sheriff is now 27 points behind Graham. The Sheriff was a former leader. Destiny's in 5th, Rise is 6th. Chris Peters, another former leader, who hasn't been doing predictions recently in the last couple of weeks. but he's still doing this one, and he's a former leader. Spurs is in 8th. Smithy is in 9th. Alan, 10th. Edem, 11th. Kevin Clark, a former leader, is 12th. And you've got Scott Colliver, Nate Pye, Carl Simpson, Neil Kuva, Ronnie, Paul G, Grant, Quez, and me. Lee Wiskid is coming up. Look, Lee Wiskid's nearly broken the 100. So is Johnny Sanchez. And then you have Milton, who's nearly broken the 100. Dragons D, Side Dancer, just a harmless potato. And the list continues. So well done to Graham. Although he's not here, well done, Graham, maintaining your lead. Right. And then you've got Leo saying Happy New Year to everyone. Nick's here, says hi to everyone. And Dekaru is saying, can't believe I went on loan to Ipswich. I only predicted a draw against Chelsea. I'm disappointed with myself. And then Jimmy Talks Football's here. He's saying big up all. Big up Jim James, as I keep calling you. You're James to me. Right. Fantasy Premier. Where are we with the Fantasy Premier? Fantasy Premier is here. We start from the bottom to the top. So the only mover down to James. Look at you, sir. James got 77 points this week. So James has climbed. So anyone in green has climbed. So James has climbed. And then, as we go from here, Samuel has climbed into 49th. I've climbed into 36th. 3 points off 1,000. Adam is into 34th. Zoe's into 28th. Lee Wiz has gone into 27th. Ed M has gone into 23rd. Steve's gone into 20th. Adrian Cheer up into 16th. Jesse up into 15th. 92 points. Where'd you get your 92 from? Jesse, that's wild. I thought I'd done more this week. And I got, how many did I get? I got 85. And you got 92, Jess. Wow. Well done, you. Marlon has picked up into 10th place. Marlon was a former leader. In 11th, gone down, but it's Matty. He was a former leader as well. Hot Josh is in 7th, climbed into 7th. And there's been no change other than Nicholas Collison had the same amount of points as Ted, but they've put Nicholas Collison into 2nd, but Ryan still holds the lead, and it's a 25-point lead. So his lead has been closed down by 10 points this week by Nick Collison and no Postecoglou. But Ryan leads the way. So well done to Ryan. Well done, Ryan. Ryan leads the way. Come out of this one. Right. Come out of that. And now to where what most people want to be looking at. Let's have a look at this. Right. And then says he's up to 11th. He's delighted with that. And Dane says I started to the loan move. Roundtable Talk says I'm terrible at the FPL. You need to change your team. It's not about being terrible. You need to remember to change your teams. Dane saying, Dakar, I'm the leader of the cult. I decided that Liverpool loan move, mate. I welcomed you with open arms. And it says Ryan is representing. But we move on to what you guys probably wanted to look for. And that is this week's prediction. I had a horror. A bit like my whole of my week. I've been ill and I've just had a horror. But some people certainly scored good points this week. Before I show it, does anyone know how many points they scored? If you do, let me know what you think you scored. Like I do, I'll just say yes or no. If you did, I'll tell you did get that. If it's not, then I'll say no, you didn't get it. I always ask you guys, what do you think you got?
Are you okay there, mate?
Right, we got. So this week, just to be clear, this week, 46 people took part this week. And the average points for this week are, I think it's a record for a week. It's 11.5 points. 11.5 points is the average for this week. So 48 people played and 11.5 points is the average. I was nowhere near the average this week. So Daniel says he got 15. That would be a no, sir. Drula says she got 13. Now I need to find Drula. That would be a correct, Drula. You did get 13. Ryan G reckons he got 15. Where's Ryan G? Ryan G, he came in late to the show the other day, didn't he? So he'd be further down on my list. Yeah. Ryan G, you did get 15. Mikey Romero says, Jose, I think I've got a whopping 18 points if I correctly calculated. Mikey Romero, let me have a look. Just checking to see that I haven't got the wrong result for you anywhere. You know what? I need to, Mikey, I've done it again. I need to add a point to yours. So, Mikey Romero, you did, in fact, get 18 points. You did get 18 points. And that means I'm going to, I can't change it here, but I will change it to show an extra point for you for when we calculate next week. But where's Mikey R? With numbers like that, you must have moved on the table. Where is Mikey R? What's he doing from Mikey R? Let me find Mikey Romero. Right. Right, Mikey R. Add your point into there. Right, Mikey R, you are actually a place higher than what I've got you on the table at the moment. So, yeah, you got 18. You're right. Ian Meth says he got 14. Let me look at Ian Meth. Ian Meth, you did get 14. Ed M says he got 12. I told you some people have done really well this week. I was hopeless. No, you didn't get 12, Ed M. No, you didn't get 12. Quez says he hasn't got a clue. Nick says, I do change my team up. I just seem to always pick the wrong ones. Big Score says Ian, yeah, they were. Dekaru says, I'm guessing maybe 9 or 10. I'm going to say 9. Dekaru, sir. Where are you, sir? Where are you? Dekaru. Let me find Dekaru. Who was Dekaru? Here he is. No, you did not get 9 points. Carl says his downfall is he didn't pick draws. Dane says that he must have miscalculated. Quez says small down to everyone smashing it this week. Alan's back. He says hi, Jose, and everyone in the chat. How many did you get, Alan? How many do you think you got? Oh, Nick says he thinks he got 11. Now I've got to find Nick. No, Nick, you didn't get 11 points. No 11 for you either. So, anyone else want to guess? So, Alan, do you want to guess what you got? Quite a few people misses. Alan says he thinks he got 8. I don't think he got 8. I don't think he got 8. Where's Alan? I think, Alan, you left them on the stream, so you've got to be further down the list. People that left them on the stream will be further down. No, you didn't get 8, Alan. You didn't get 8. Jimmy Talks Football says, I don't think you got many. Carl Simpson says, I think I got 11, as I was nailed on for 2 more extra scores. Then the team's bollocked it up. Carl Simpson, you say you got 11. No, Carl Simpson, you did not get 11. And Jimmy Talks Football says, I don't think I've got many. Yeah, but you've got to give me a number. Nita says, you missed me out, Jose. I put 14. Okay, sorry, Nita. I didn't see your comment. Nita says she got 14. Nita, you would be right. You did get 14. Quez thinks he got 5. Quez, you would be wrong. Jimmy Talks Football says he got 8. Jimmy Talks Football says he thinks he got 8. No, Jimmy, you'd be wrong. But anyone else want to have a guess before we go to the tables? No. So, Mikey, I've changed your number to 18. Right, let's get going. So, yeah, when I show you this, because I can't change this now, I've amended it on my laptop. I can't show you here because it's all been cut and cropped and put in the back for me. But, yeah, so Queen Ellie's here. I counted, I've got 12 points. Is that correct? Queen Ellie says to me. Good afternoon, by the way, Ellie. Queen Ellie, you left them on the stream, so you'd be nearer to the bottom. Queen Ellie, you did get 12 points. Dave Clark, I can't take you. I can't take you. I'm doing it tomorrow's show, mate. You're gonna have to leave them on the stream. I can't. There's no way of me putting these anywhere at the moment. Right, so we will go to it. Right, let me hit the like button before I take this off. There we go. It's off now. Didn't give you much of a chance, did I? Hit the like button and it's off. Right, so let me bring this up. Get the cockerel out of the way as well for a minute, so you can see the full screen. We start with the guesses. Ooh, still got a comment on there. Let me take this out of the way again. That's it. That's out of the way. Right. So the first game of the week was Leicester versus Man City, which ended up being 0-2. Some people started off the week really, really well. Colin got it. Mikey Romero got the correct score. Paul G got the correct score. Dan Coys got the correct score. Spurs GCTV Graham got the correct score. Ian Meth got the correct score. And that was it. Everybody else that scored. Everybody else that scored would have got. Let me see if I can find the others. Anyone else that scored orange would have got a point. So there's the rest of the table there to show you that no one in the first game, no one else scored a point there. Yeah. Second game was Crystal Palace 2, Southampton 1. Anyone in orange, you scored a point for a game for a home win. But the people that bagged the 3 were Carl Simpson, Mikey Romero, Paul G, Drew Lala, Dane, Graham, Mr. M, Colin Blackshaw, Nita, Adrian, Ryan G, Roundtable Talk, Top Spurs, Alan, Ed M, and Chang, Smithy, and Jesse. All got the correct score 2-1. Anyone else in orange, you picked up a point. The next game was Everton versus Nottingham Forest. If you've got an orange beside your name, or you've got an orange in your column, you picked up a point for going for a Forest win. But the people that correctly predicted the 0-2 score line were Potato Stew and Dave Williams. Potato Stew and Dave Williams correctly predicted the 2-0. Fulham versus Bournemouth ended up as a 2-2 draw. And for this, we have the correct score predicted by Ronnie, Mikey Romero, Mr. M, Peter Kagayas, Nita, Potato Stew, Lee Wizkid, Big John, and anyone else. And there wasn't many. No, that was it. There was, all we got in that game was 5 or 6 greens. Nobody else had predicted a draw. Am I looking at the right one? Oh, sorry. There was a couple of draws, but they're the people that are pretty green. Anyone that got orange, you would have picked up a point for that game. The next game ended up being Tottenham 2, Wolves 2. And the correct prediction came in from Kuba, Dekaru, Vindaloo, who's made a resurgence for some reason. I don't know what's happening. Vindaloo's definitely hit the scratch. Gus Parker, Ryan G, and Lee Wiz and Big John all got the 2-2 draw. The next game was West Ham versus Liverpool, which ended up being 0-5. Nobody predicted the 0-5, but there was a lot of orange. There was a lot of oranges. 3 people that didn't predict a away victory. So there was a lot of orange in that. So it's a point for everyone, and 3 people didn't get to score a point in that one. The next game ended up being Aston Villa 2, Brighton 2. And in this one, there were 6 correct predictions, and there were 1, 2, 3, 4 other predictions that scored an orange. But the greens is what we're going to comment on. And on the greens, it was Graham, Adrian, Lee Wiz, Rob Belcher, Dave Williams, that got the correct predictions as a 2-2 draw. So well done them. The next game was Ipswich versus Chelsea, which ended up a 2-0 victory to Ipswich. And for this game, not many people predicted the victory for Ipswich other than Colin Blackshaw and Nick doing his 2-1 usuals, predicted the correct score. So they're the only 2 that got a point each in that game. We move on to Manchester United 0, Newcastle 2. And in this game, the correct prediction was scored by Hoover, Dane, and then on the second page, it was Alan. Yeah, Alan Raptus Madness got that one right as well. So there were 4 people that got the correct prediction. The next game was Brentford 1, Arsenal 3. And in this one, the correct prediction came in from Johnny Bethnal Green and Queen Ellie and Big John. So them 3 got the correct prediction for that one. And then we move into the bonus games. The bonus games, the first bonus game was Derby 0, Leeds 1. And the correct prediction in this one, Mikey Romero predicted correctly and was the only person. Anybody else that's got an orange would have predicted the away victory, but the only one person that predicted 0-1 was Mikey Romero, bagging himself 3 points. Second game was of the bonus game was Orient versus Cambridge, which ended up 2-0. And for this, Kuba picked up the green. So did Paul G. So did Drula. So did Graham. So did Mr. M. So did Neil. So did Dekaru. So did Ian Meth. So did Smithy. So did Archer. So did Vindaloo. And Ryan G. And Tigaro. And Dave Williams. And Big John. All of you picked up great points in the bonus game, which was Orient Cambridge. The next game ended up being top of the table clash. Sorry, no, this is the top versus bottom. So second versus second bottom. Napoli Venezia ended up only 1-0, surprisingly. And I think if I remember rightly, the goal was scored in the last under quarter of an hour of the game to go. So they only won 1-0 Napoli, and the person that got this correct, or there's only one person that did, and that was Sir Rob Belcher. Rob got 1-0. Now, I'm not going to give away Rob's formulas, But there's no rhyme or reason behind Rob going for this score, but he ended up getting it right. And then the last bonus game, obviously, was Sporting versus Benfica, which was at the time second versus first. And that dogs, and that ended up a 1-0 win to Sporting. And the person who people have got it right, or the only person, no, it's two. There was Ronnie, and there was Rob Belcher again. Both got the 1-0 victory. So let me see what you guys are saying, because I've been talking away. Let me have a look. What have you said? Here we go. Says, oh, I've got 12. That's a small win, says Carl Simpson. Why are you on loan to Ellie? I'll let them explain it to you, Ellie. Evening all, it's my birthday, and I've just seen I've got 16 quality. Paul G, happy birthday to you. And it's Mr. Shear's birthday today, or it's now ticked over into the 3rd of January, but it was his birthday up until 4 o'clock this afternoon, English time. It was his birthday. I messaged him early this morning, our time, to let him know. Hikaru says, wow, I've got 2 scores and 13 points. That's insane. Pure fluke. Hikaru, told you, you play every week, mate. You're going to break that 100. And I reckon you could even break 200 if you play every week. Honestly, mate. But well done you. You've done well. People are giving it to Dane at the moment. Queen Ellie's happy with her points. What's Coop saying? Coop saying, I've got 14. I feel disappointed. So many games that let me down by a single goal. That was a story of mine all weekend. All weekend, it was a story of mine. Carl Simpson saying same for him. He would have had 7 extra points if the late goals had hit. Jessie says she'll take her 12 points. Who else we got? Ryan G says 19 points. Bloody hell, Big John. Yeah, Big John's not here. I was hoping he'd be here so he could see. Small Downs wanted to flip-flop and change City Everton to 1-1, but resisted. Typical. But if you change City Everton to 1-1, you still wouldn't have won because Everton got beaten 2-0. And City won 2-0 away. So City didn't even play Everton. Everton played Forest, Gus. I don't know what week you're looking at. Yeah, people are commenting on Big John. Big John getting 19. Carl says, I'm highly discussing my 12 points. I must do better, and I will do better. Ryan says, I thought I had a great week until seeing everyone else's scores. Dan Coy says, basically 85% of the players had really good weeks. Cheers, Dan. Or Dane. Thanks. I didn't. Archer's here. Says, big up Jose in chat. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, Archer. Have you seen your points, Archer? And you've got Ronnie here. Says, hello, Jose, and all in the chat. Happy New Year. Good afternoon, Ronnie. Happy New Year to you, sir. Sparker says, sorry, it's the Christmas fixtures. That was the last match. Don't know where I am. Dakar says, love, Cooper is disappointed with 14 and I'm over the moon with 30. Right, Archer, where are you, Archer? You on the, says Archer and Ronnie just come in. Archer, Ronnie, you're about 10th down. So if you can see you're just under Jimmy Talk Football. And Archer, you're like 3 from the bottom there, mate. So that tells you how many points you've got, Archer. If you go right across the screen. Anything in green, you would have predicted the correct score. Anything in orange would have given you a point. Same with you, Ronnie. So, Archer, you scored 11 this week. And Ronnie, you scored 13, I believe, this week. So, well done. The average this week was 11.5 points. That's how much people scored this week. It was 11.5 points. Now, the roll call is... Jose, 7 points. David Clark, 8 points. Carl Simpson, 12. David Shear, 8. Johnny Bethnal Green, 9. Kuva, 14. Jimmy Talks Football, 9. Ronnie, 13. It's funny saying Ronnie 13. I could just hit Jimmy Higgins in my head saying to Ronnie, I said, 13, Ronnie, 13. Jimmy Hotspur, 8. Colin only predicted 4 scores and got 4 points. Mikey Romero, 18 points. Paul G, 16 points. Drula, 13 points. Dane, 17 points. Rinketic, 8 points. Lord Rodney, 6 points. Graham, 17 points. Mr. M, 15 points. Neil, 8 points. Dekaru, 13 points. Ian Meth, 14 points. Lee Smithy Smith, 12 points. Jesse, 12 points. Peter Gagaius, 6 points. Colin Blackshaw, 7 points. Nita, 14 points. Archer, 11 points. Vindaloo, 13 points. Potato Stew, 13 points. Gus Parker, 11 points. Queen Ellie, 12 points. Adrian, 12 points. Hanno, 8 points. Ryan G, 15 points. Nick, 13 points. Dazza, 11 points. Stacy, 9 points. Lee Wiz, 14 points. Alan, 10 points. Rob Belcher, 16 points. Tigaro, 11 points. Dave Williams, 18 points. Big John, Man of the Week, 19 points. Edem, 13 points. And Chang, 6 points. And Quez, 8 points. So, there are your points for the week. Archer says that he was close. Fulham let him down, considering the late equaliser to Bournemouth. So it brings us. Should we have a look at the league? Should we have a look at the league table? Let's have a look at the league table. Right, you're saying you got 13 points, Adrian. Tell me why you got 13. Tell me why you got 13, and if you can tell me why, I'll have a look at it. No, Adrian, you have got the points. You've gone for you've went for 2-1. Oops, sorry. You've gone for a 2-1 win to Everton, which is no score for you. You went for a 4-1 win for Tottenham. It was a draw. You went for a 1-1 draw between West Ham and Liverpool, and it was a Liverpool victory. Actually, 12, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You've got 7. You've got 2 correct scores and 6. You haven't got 7. You've got 6, Adrian. You've gone for 0-3 in the Ipswich Chelsea game, and that was an away victory. You've gone for 2-1 Man United to win, and that was a Newcastle victory. And you went for a 1-1 draw in Sporting Benfica, Adrian. So for you, I've got the correct points. You have 12 points. If you can convince me that one of the scores is different, Let me get rid of Archer's comments so you can see. There's Adrian. Adrian's further down, isn't it? Adrian is further down. Hold on, sorry, let me just get up. Adrian is further down. There you go, Adrian. Right. Adrian, look in the white, right, where it says 2-1. You went for Everton 2, Forest 1. That ended up 0-2. Then you've got 4-1 for Tottenham Wolves, and that was a 2-2 draw. Where you've got the 1-1 that you didn't score any points in, you've gone for West Ham 1, Liverpool 1. The next blank you've got is 0-3, which is along here. And 0-3 was the game that you said Ipswich would win. Ipswich 0, Chelsea 3. So you didn't score a point in there. You went for Man United 2, Newcastle 1. It was 0-2. So you didn't score a point in there. And you went for 1-0 Benfica, and that was a 1-0 victory. So therefore you have scored 12 points, mate. Leicester Palace, right? Hold on, let me have a look. Leicester Palace, yeah, that's 4 points. Fulham gets you a point, yeah, so that's 5. 8 points with the Aston Villa game. 9, 10, 11, 12. Adrian, it's still 12. You've got 2 correct scores and 6 predictions. You've got 2-6, not 2-7. You've got 2-6. I've just told you the white ones, the ones where you haven't scored points in, right? I've just confirmed to you. If you look at your predictions, right? I'll say it again for you, Adrian. Right, where you've done 2-1, right, and it's in white. That 2-1, you went for Everton 2, Forest 1. That was a 0-2 match, so you didn't score a point in there. Where you've put 4-1, that was a 2-2 draw with Tottenham. Where you've put 1-1, which is in white as well, that was a 0-5 victory to Liverpool. Where you've got 0-3, that was a 2-0 victory to Ipswich. Where you've gone 2-1, you went 2-1 for Man United, and Newcastle beat them. And where you've got the 1-1 at the end, it was a 1-0 victory. So therefore, you scored the points that I've given you, mate. So you scored 12 points, mate. 12 points for you this week. Right, so we go to the table. Let's see who the movers and shakers are this week. There are some movers and shakers, and there are also 2 further people that have broken the 100 club. So we now have 36 people that have broken the 100 club. So without further ado, the league table. From 109th to 92nd, there's been no change. However, beyond that, when we look from 91st to 61st, there have been changes. Daikaru has gone into 77th place out of 109. So he's already jumped 33 places, Daikaru. So well done you. Archer has climbed into 74th. Then you've got a train a bit further up. Rinketic to 66th. Mr. Rem 65th. The Mum Overlord Stacey into 64th. And Lord Rodney into 63rd. So they've all gone up. Further up from that, Jimmy Hotspur has gone into 55th. Dave Williams with his 18 points has gone into 52nd. Neil into 45th. Jesse has gone into 43rd, 87 points. Jesse's knocking on the 100. Then you have Chang into 37th. Potato Stew to 36th, broken the 100 points. Vindaloo into 35th, broke 100 points. Then you've got Lee Wiz up to 18th. And the top 30. Nita's gone into 29th. Nick has gone into 28th. Drula should be happy. She's climbed into 24th because Drula said, not doing well these last few weeks. Drula, your double figures will certainly put you back up in amongst it, up into 24th. Tigaro's gone into 22nd. Roberta into 20th. Smithy is into 18th. Edem into 17th. Paul G into 14th. Mikey Romero should be actually 12th because I've given you the extra point, which means that you go above David Clark. So Mikey Romero, you're 12th. Big John has gone into 11th. Ronnie into 10th. Adrian is up into 9th. Dazza is up into 7th. And everything else remains the same. But Dane and Graham have both broken the 200 points. Dane and Graham got the same points this week as each other. So the 3-point gap is still there. It's got no smaller. It's got no bigger. But you have 2 people that have hit the 200-point mark. Now, this game week was game week 19. We have, so it means, so hypothetically, we're halfway through the season now, up until now. So whatever points you guys have got, just double them. If you can just double them, right, then you've got something to aim for just by doubling your points. You've got to remember, we've got 19 Premier League games to go. Oh, sorry, 19 Premier game weeks to go, which will have some bonus games in it. But then you've also got the international breaks next year, which will be 15 games of bonus games again. So basically, I think if there's 2 breaks, international breaks next year, it means that we're going to have 21 more weeks of this for this season. So whatever points you guys have got, just think of that, about doubling your points, and that'll tell you whereabouts you're going to be. I've got a feeling that some people will more than double their points. Yeah, I've got a feeling that some people more than double their points. So where I mean more than double their points, I'm thinking that there's going to be people that have not hit 100 yet that are going to be over 200. That's where that's where my thought process is coming. I think there's going to be a lot of people that break the 200 points that have not reached 100 yet. There'll be quite a few. And at the moment, I said, and we currently have 36 people that have broken 100 points. And I said, if people play every week, yeah, I said that we'll get 70 people breaking 100 points this year. And I've got no reason to not think that. Even if people start doing predictions late, they'll get well past the 100 points. Even if they start doing them late. If someone started tomorrow and then continue to play all the way to the end of the season, they will break 100 points. Quite possibly, if they're really good, could possibly get to 200 points if they started tomorrow. So it's all to play for. What the chat saying whilst I was talking. Good evening, Colin. Did you see your scores? Potato stew. He's well happy, isn't he? Look, the stew's here now. Yeah, so the potato stew, sorry, just because I saw you both coming in. Potato stew and Colin. Colin, I did what you asked me to do, and you scored 7 points this week, Colin. And Potato, you're down there, hidden away by this. Oh, there you go. Potato, you scored 13 points this week. So 13 for Potato, 7 for Colin, because I've just seen you both come in. Yeah, Mike Romero had a steady climb up to the top ranks. I'm happy with it, says Mikey. Hoping to break into the top 15, says Paul G. 100 club of potato stew. Well, congratulations. Well done, you. 14th, Paul's happy days. Jesse, you're climbing. You can see every week how you're climbing. 13 points off the 100. 13 points. Rinketic is here. Rinketic, let me see where you are, sir. You scored this week, Rinketic. Found you. Rinketic, you did them a bit later, didn't you? No, you're not. You're there, Rinketic. You're I think you scored 8 points this week, Rinketic. You scored 8 points, and in the table, you have gone up to, you're green, so that means that you moved up, Rinketic, to 66. So you've actually moved up this week. So well done, you, Rinketic, as well. Adrian says, Stuart's inquiry. I got 2 wins, 6 points, and a point each for Leicester, Fulham, West Ham, Brentford, Leeds, Orient, Napoli. Is he winding me up? He's winding me up, isn't he, Adrian? Adrian. Let me see where you're thinking you get your points from. Right, Adrian is saying, Leicester, you got a point for. Fulham, Bournemouth is another point. That's 2 points, yeah? West Ham, you went for 1-1, Adrian. You went for a 1-1 draw, Adrian. The West Ham game was 0-5. So I cannot give you a point for a 1-1 draw. Is that all right now, Adrian? Is that we cleared that one up? You went for a 1-1 draw. Right, let me just clear that one up, Adrian. Go across next to your green 2-2. It was 1-1 you went for. The game finished 0-5. So your steward is two wins gets you 6 points. Of course it does. But 6 oranges also gets you 6 points. And therefore you've got 12. I cannot give you a point when you've got a 1-1 draw. Me move on. Right. Daniel Coy says I'm officially part of the 200 club. I'm part of that club as well, but I got there last year. 12th is great for Mikey Romero. Dekaru says 77 out of 109, just 3 rounds, and that's just like 2 points for 15 games first time out. I'll take that. Dekaru, play every week, mate. I'm sure you'll climb. Ed M says setting the target of the top 7 for the end of the season and European qualification. Can I hit 400 plus? Yeah, I can. Daniel Coys. I'll be watching closely, and if anyone wants to pop in the table, if anyone wants to pop in the table similar to Graham, you will become a rival as well, I promise. The prediction show is tomorrow for week 20. Today is just the results. Predictions show for week 20 is tomorrow. I hope it works, Mark. Jose, that's fine, but I had 1 3 written down. Adrian, you did yours on the show, so I did them live on the show, mate, and you definitely went for 1-1. Cooper says 1-1, 0-5. What's the difference? And Ian Smith saying, what's 5 goals between friends? 4 o'clock English time tomorrow, Rinketic. Sorry. Ben says I'm failing to get into the 0 points club. Well, you are getting 0 points because you're not playing, are you, Ben? It's another thing if you played and got 0 points, but when you're not playing, you're not going to get any points, are you? I enjoyed it when you played a few weeks ago, and you actually got in a 2-2 draw that came up and got you 3 points. So I thought you had done well, Ben. Cooper said, slightly regretting my 7-3 and 9-9 predictions in the early part of the season, to be honest. Al Stewart says, you went for 1-1, you flaming gala. You're so hardworking, Jose, to make it all your whole community so happy. Now, I tried early. And if people are happy, then I'm happy as well. And Kuva, the last comment was aimed at mainly at you as well, mate. Listen, let me tell you one thing now, and I keep repeating myself, is that this ain't nowhere near over. This can all change. In fact, we found this out last season as well. This can all change. So, there's points to be gained. But yeah, well done to the people that moved and gained points. And I think to myself, yeah, you guys have done well. Now, I've got to go away and work out, because I haven't done this yet. I need to go and work out tomorrow and the bonus games, because I haven't done that yet. So I will do that either tonight or tomorrow morning and have this all ready for tomorrow for everybody. But they're your points, man. They're your points that you got this week. Hopefully, you lot are happy with your points. Let me just save it again, so I don't lose it. Lose it is what I don't want. Right, so if I save that now, Ben says that when he puts serious predictions in, he gets points. What can I say? Yeah, it was this one game. You had people, I think you might have had people come around, Ben, and you were going for 5-9, 1-10, 16-11 and all that. And then you came back and you said, put me down for a 2-2 for that one. And I think it might have been Villa or someone like that. You said 2-2 and it came in at 2-2. And I think that day, I think you picked up 5 points and you're green. I think you ended up picking up 8 points that day, which I thought was absolutely brilliant. It's not the fact that you picked up 8, but just that you got 1 green as well. I thought it was brilliant. It's the first time you've ever done something like that, thrown a Dagon in there, and you actually got it. So well done, you. But yeah, so there we go. There you go. There's your points, people. Have I missed anyone? Is everyone up to date with their points? Have I missed anyone at all? I hope I haven't. If I haven't, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to call an end to proceedings. I'm going to thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all to predict tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Edem says, I forgot to say my predictions online. Predict the Premier League. I only copied it after the first day and only got 4 predictions in. Yeah, I mean, there's some people that have not been feeling well. To keep them in your thoughts, because there's some people that have not been feeling well and have missed a couple of shows now. They're not well. I'm hoping that they're on the road to recovery and they can join us tomorrow. But yeah, everyone, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for partaking. I'm going to have to get my my thinking cap on because I need to start catching up some points because I'm in the top 10. That's fine, you know, being in the top 10, but 8 ain't good enough. And Hotspurs took over me by a point, but then people like Ian and Ryan and Carl and I was sort of sniffing their tailcoats. Well, I can't smell the tailcoats anymore. I'm as bunged up as what I was last week. I can't smell nothing anymore. They've just gone and left me behind. So, but no, well done everybody. And for those that are watching this on playback, make sure that you, for those that are watching this on playback, and if you're going to leave your comments in after the stream, like your scores and that, please remember to hit the like button, because I can't remember how many likes I had the other day, but people, and I had loads of people leave their predictions. Obviously, it's this time of the year that everyone's doing things, and a load of people left their predictions in after the stream, but the likes never went up. They remain the same. So yeah, if people can remember to do that, that'd be brilliant. But here we go. We've got Paul G says, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Cheers, Jose, for all your hard work. No worries. And Kuba, always got something to say, my Kuba. You missed my extra 35 points, Jose. I wrote it down on my pillow with tears. Do you know what? It's like you're like Bobby K. Bobby K keeps saying, where's my extra 70 points, my bonuses and all that? And I'm like, what? You know, if he should get 70, then I need to be getting a load more than 70. Did you check? No, I just believed you. Nice one, Jose. Predictions tomorrow. Yep, 4 o'clock tomorrow. Riketic says, Kuva, at least he did not miss my 69 points. No, whatever points you got, Ben, they're always there, mate. They're always there. Oh, sorry, Riketic. Sorry, they're always there. Right, listen, people, thank you very much for watching. And yeah, God bless you all. I hope you're all happy and healthy and gearing up for tomorrow. It's the end of the week. And it's a chilled one again tomorrow. We'll do the predictions tomorrow. And we'll see how we go. So thank you, everyone, for watching. And I hope to see you all tomorrow. And as always, for me, it's come on, you Spurs. And in the big Ange, I trust. Thanks, everyone.